The human body is a complex system that needs energy to carry out its metabolic processes. To maintain its functions, the body needs a constant supply of nutrients, such as enzymes, vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, proteins, essential fats, and fiber. They're responsible for the growth, repair, and maintenance of the body. As you can guess, many of these nutrients come from fresh, raw, or lightly steamed fruits and vegetables. We need enzymes to digest food. Enzymes convert the food we eat into a form which is easily absorbed by the bloodstream. A unique property of enzymes is that they carry the life force within them. They are living proteins that help transform and store energy. Enzymes help balance and restore the immune system and are important in the healing of many diseases. Cooking fruits and vegetables destroys the enzymes that we use to help us digest our food. The body then has to use its own digestive enzymes, which over time depletes the store of this very important nutrient that keeps us alive and healthy. That's why it's so very important to consume on a regular basis raw fruit, vegetable, sprouts, and nuts. Without vitamins, our cells would not function properly. Our organs would suffer, and eventually we would no longer be able to survive. Vitamins help regulate our metabolism, help convert fat and carbohydrates into energy, and assist in forming bone and tissue. Guess what? Cooking destroys a large percentage of the vitamins. By lightly steaming your vegetables, though, you'll lose less vitamins. Steaming will also help your system adapt to digesting the cellulose fiber of raw vegetables if you're having any trouble. Mineral deficiencies are important factors in the cause of disease. Minerals have a synergistic relationship with vitamins. They help each other, help us. Minerals are not sensitive to heat but will leach out if cooked in boiling water. Lightly steaming is the best cooking method for retaining the mineral content of fruit and vegetables. Soups too are a good way because we keep the broth. Use both bones and vegetables. Of course, slow cooking on low heat is best. Phytonutrients are what give fruits and vegetables their color. Phytonutrients protect the body and fight disease. The brighter the color of the fruit or vegetable, the more nutrient combatants it has to help prevent degenerative diseases. Phytonutrients provide medicine for cell health. Phytonutrients are diminished by cooking. So eat them raw or lightly steamed. Former Surgeon General Dr. C. Everett Koop says this: "Food sustains us, yet what we eat may affect our risk for several of the leading causes of death, notably heart disease, stroke, arteriosclerosis, diabetes, and some types of cancer." These disorders now account for more than 2/3 of all deaths in the United States and Canada. As we become more mindful of what we eat, we can make choices that promote health over illness. What happens when we learn to satisfy our pleasure receptors with healthy food? Our lives improve. Eating raw or lightly steamed fruit and vegetables leads to improved energy, better mental focus, less aches and pains. I'm feeding my body what it needs to thrive, not just survive. Remember though, raw vegetables are only a beneficial source if you can digest them. Many people's digestive systems are simply too weak to digest the cellulose or the insoluble fiber of raw vegetables, in spite of their natural enzymes. Here are a few helpful hints to help with the digestion of raw vegetables. 1. Never eat insoluble fiber foods on an empty stomach. Eat them with other foods that contain soluble fiber. 2. Remove the stems and peels from vegetables and fruits high in insoluble fiber. 3. Dice, mash, chop, grate, or blend foods high in insoluble fiber to make them easier to break down during digestion. 4. Insoluble fiber foods are best eaten well cooked, steamed thoroughly, boiled in soup, braised, or baked. Eat your rainbow of fruits and vegetables every day for better health and energy. Yeah! Month 5, Week 2. This week we'll be talking about the benefits associated with eating fruit and vegetables. learn a little bit more about what's causing disease and inflammatory disease or in general, and a new recipe from my friend Frances. So Frances, let me know a little bit, how is it that eating fruit and vegetables is going to make such a big deal difference? Come on.
Well, Lisa, eating fruits and vegetables in their raw state, of course, provide the 16 chemical elements that we're made up of. You know, we are an alkaline species. We've been created by the universal intelligence to be so, and we're made up of elements, everything from oxygen, hydrogen, calcium, sodium, magnesium, silicon, iodine. And, you know, I think this has been forgotten in the world of nutrition, because very often people are told to eat their proteins, fats, and carbs. Okay, and then what?
And then what?
And then what? No, we're missing out on life, on fruits and vegetables, salads, smoothies, juices. This is where we are going to get directly all the nutrients that are so badly needed.
And this is what's being referred to now as a plant-based diet.
You bet.
And so that plant-based diet is really the raw. That's why we want to, as raw as possible, is to go get the nutrients, the vitamins, the minerals, the enzymes, like you said, which the body so needs to be able to maintain its optimal performance.
Exactly. And it's so much easier to digest. Most problems occur with people because of food that does not get broken down properly. If food is not digested well, and you know, you can see it in your stool, you can see people need to take more control and have a look. So when you begin, it's true. I know. We should be talking about this in school.
Yeah.
Should be teaching it to our children.
You mean the importance of digestion and following
bowels, elimination, etc.
Well, it makes sense that we should pay more attention to our bowels, because the bowels is eliminating what's not good for us.
Yes, really, the cells need three things. They need electrolytes, Yes, they do need electrolytes, but I was going to say enzymes, vitamins, and minerals. Everything else is waste. They don't want to know from it. It needs to go. So when it doesn't go when it's supposed to go, this fecal matter can sit and ferment and cause a lot of problems. If we fail at digestion, we fail at absorption, nothing gets absorbed, the cells have nothing to use, and whammo, we open up our bodies to a lot of inflammation and a series of disease.
Which we certainly don't want to do, and it's really quite easy to eat fruit and vegetables.
Exactly.
So what does cleansing mean?
Cleansing means that we're eating food, whole foods, synergistically, that are offering us a lot of fiber. And what fiber does, it helps keep the colon clean. So as this little intestinal broom, we are cleansing while we're
getting rid of the things that are not good for us.
Exactly.
Which is the whole purpose of the elimination process.
That's right. Yeah.
Good. So you've told me that fruit are our brain food because it's easy to digest. It's mostly water, and it's instant sugar.
An instant sugar because there's no work.
Because there's no work.
There's no work for the pancreas. Nothing needs to be broken down.
Right. So that's easy. So it's a quick energy boost.
Quick energy boost.
And they're more cleaning, whereas the vegetables
are more building.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of digestion that has to take place, but certainly nothing like eating cooked food or meats, for example. Yeah.
Yeah. And actually that's why when we juice or when we blend, we help the body a little bit in the breakdown process.
For sure.
Because not all of us are good at chewing.
No, that's the other thing. Do you know that digestion
chewer.
Begins in the mouth? The saliva produces its own set of enzymes. Yeah. And if we're fast chewers, if we're not good chewers, we lose that whole process.
I found for myself the smoothies were, I don't think I'm a good chewer and I'm a fast eater, even though I know I shouldn't be. But the smoothies, for me, and I use mostly vegetables in my smoothies, really made a difference. All that fiber, I felt so much better after.
I'm sure.
I really felt much better. Good. So it's important, like people, well, looks like you have a smoothie ready.
So while we've been talking, I've been preparing our smoothie today. So what do we have? We have an avocado, which you know is so important, the essential fatty acids. And I find a lot of women have shied away from avocados thinking it's fattening. No, I recommend an avocado a day, for sure. Apple, well, we all know an apple keeps the doctor away, as they say, but an apple's great for digestion, full of pectin, full of its own set of enzymes. Arugula, of course, spinach, celery, full of organic sodium, so badly needed for the cells.
What is it that the sodium helps with?
So we have sodium that feeds the nutrients into the cell, and potassium helps eliminate the waste. We need that balance all the time.
And what's going to give us our potassium?
Our potassium, all the dark green leafy vegetables, and avocado, full of potassium.
See, look, isn't that fantastic?
It's amazing.
So we have avocado, celery, apple, spinach, arugula, and
a little bit of coconut water. You know, we can always put water, it's not a problem, but with the coconut water, we're getting our electrolytes.
Great.
Yeah.
And you need to put in some liquid because otherwise the blender, it's just going to end up mud.
I think it'll be a little bit too thick, for sure.
Yeah.
So are we ready to try it out?
Let's do it.
All right. What do we think? Looks a little thick.
Yeah.
I might have to add more. Look at that, it won't even move. More water. We need more water
You
for
have
sure.
to experiment a lot when you do your...
Take off!
Phew.
It's funny. It's still a little thick. Let me see.
Let's
I
see.
won't pour too much.
It's the avocado.
It is, yeah.
Maybe a half an avocado, but...
It's true, I use the whole one. That's right.
I
like
love
it?
I love it. It's
Okay,
delicious.
Let's try it.
I've never mixed the avocado with the coconut water before. Really good. With that little taste of apple, delicious. You know, a lot of people think you put a few leaves of lettuce and you've got a salad and that's healthy for you. It's not enough, is it? That's not what a salad really
No,
is.
salad is, you need about 8 to 10 vegetables to make a salad. And guess what? That's a complete protein. Yeah, yeah.
So we're going to talk about that next week.
Excellent.
Good.
All right. So cheers to that, Lisa.
Thank you, Francis, once again. I can't wait to hear what you have for us next week. Don't forget to do your journaling at home, everybody, and keep track on your calendar. Tracking keeps us honest. So enjoy.